Absolutely. Being in the working world for a very long time, I have shrunk. I myself have been in places where I didn't belong. I have also been in places where I have felt great and I felt like I could show up and wanted to be myself. And what was happening is all the time, in all these years that I've been working, I have also seen people shrink and shrivel and hide and be in shame and all of these things that we know happen in the workplace. I wish they didn't, but that's another story. And it just got to the point where I said to myself, you know what? All I want to do is I want to make our workplaces more human. I want to bring humanity back into these workplaces, into the workplaces, because we spend so much time there. We want to feel free, but yet we feel like we load up our backpack with all this stuff and then we enter the workday.
Well, one of the things you described yourself as being a late bloomer, and so it's not like you set out on this journey early on to kind of do this. So, talk a little bit about what you mean by being a late bloomer and how that maybe shaped why you feel the way that you do today.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Linda? I used to call myself an underdog, and I realized that that was painting myself into a negative light. That was not a
Yeah.
healthy name for myself, not a label. And, I talk about labels are for soup cans.
Yes.
Well, I was like, that one doesn't really fit anymore, Claude. Yeah, that's not who you are. Actually, you're a late bloomer. And what that means, there are things that have come to me later in life. There are experiences I've had later in life. That doesn't mean I'm slow. That doesn't mean I'm fast. It means that it's just the way my life has unfolded and the journeys I've been on. I've always been on a very self-exploratory, self-awareness type of a journey, because that was really important to me early on to figure out, like, why was I like that? And why did I do these things? And why did I sabotage myself and that kind of stuff? Um,
Right.
but fundamentally, I take great pride in being a late bloomer. There are trees that are late bloomers. There are plants that are late bloomers. And that's a great thing.